welcome to Johnny English. So it's the end of the day. I'm just going to do a quick video after my lessons, just to talk about a situation that most of us, if not all of us, have had to deal with. And that is people who pretend to be something that they are not. They act in such a way as to project an image of themselves that they want other people to see, but that you or other people close to them who really know them understand to be false. It's a facade, it's a front, it's a false image of somebody that they really aren't. So you may know this person to be hypocritical or somehow a cheat of some kind, but they like to project themselves in a completely different way. So it could be somebody who owns a business that you worked at, or it could be a manager of a business, and in many different ways they demonstrate these behaviors. So what words can we use to describe them? It could be somebody you had a close personal relationship with who somehow demonstrates these hypocritical and false behaviors. So there are many words we can use. We can use false, which is quite a common word. We can talk about them being hypocritical, which is another common word. But what other words might we use? Well, we could use the word two-faced, and that's quite an interesting expression, two-faced. It comes from actors who would put on a mask, maybe sometimes two masks, one on the front, one on the back, and they would play two parts. They would have a conversation with themselves, kind of, and so they were two-faced. You didn't know which one or which face they were going to show, and that is very much like these kind of people. They pretend to be a certain way. That it could be, for example, that they speak badly of clients, or they speak badly of fellow workers or people under their control. They may say things to you about those people, and because of your loyalty to that person, you don't say anything. But if the people they were talking about knew what they thought of them, they would be quite shocked, and they would be probably deeply offended, because they present an image to these people of being friendly and nice and kind and caring, whereas really they are two-faced. They are the opposite to that, but they project this image of themselves in public. They could be fake, so everything that they show about themselves is unreal somehow. We're very familiar with fake products. You buy a Gucci jewelry or watch or a handbag or whatever it is, a Rolex, and they can be fake. They can look like the real thing, but in actual fact they're not. And some people behave like that, and that's how we would describe them. Fraudulent is another word we could use. Fraudulent. They kind of deceive people into thinking something about them when the truth is very different. So it could be they take credit for your work. Maybe you work for a company, or maybe you had a relationship with somebody, and everything good that you did in that relationship or in that company or in that business, they may take credit for themselves for that. Again, trying to project an image of themselves to other people. It could be something as simple as maybe running a charity, or suggesting running a charity and making a big show of helping people, when in actual fact they're not that kind of person, but they want other people to think they are that kind of person. And other people donate things, money and products for the charity that they're representing or for the charity that they're promoting, but they themselves are not really that kind and caring person, but they want other people to think they are, for whatever reason, for their own ends, for their own means, to accomplish something in the minds of others as to how they view them. So that's a kind of cheating, it's a kind of fraud, it's a kind of hypocrisy, it's fake, it's two-faced. And one of the worst words we use for people like this who act in a certain way, particularly towards you, they might say something to you and then say something to somebody else about you, maybe paint you in a bad light, maybe create an image of you to others, and we would say that they are backstabbing. So it's not a very nice subject, but it's quite an interesting one. Hope it's been interesting to you. We've covered a few new words, maybe to you. We have cheat and false, which are quite common, two-faced, fake, hypocritical, fraudulent, and backstabbing. So hopefully that's been interesting. Tune in next week for another video.